In Algebra 1, Section 4.3, we're dealing with slope. Now, the slope deals with the rate of change. So basically, how the line is changing as you move from one place to another. And the slope is written in the form of rise over run. So how much it goes up and down, how much it rises or goes down, and then how much it goes left and how much goes right. So rise is up and down. Okay, positive, negative. Run is left and right. Positive, negative. So it's the change that happens to y over the change that happens to x. So in this case, the rise, it moves up 2. Okay, so it's positive 2. And then the run is it moves to the right 1. So it would be positive 2 over positive 1. So you'd have 2 over 1, which is the same thing as 2. Most of the time, you'll be having fractions because it shows you how much you go over. If you have a whole number, that means that the bottom number is 1. Okay, so you can always turn it into a fraction when you want to graph. So there's different types of slopes. This one, because both the rise and the run are positive, we have what is called a positive slope. So as you move to the right on x, your y is also increasing. Okay. A negative slope is as you move right on x, your y is decreasing, okay? A zero slope is a straight left and right, like just flat. It doesn't go up or down any. And then a vertical line up and down means it's undefined, okay? That means that a zero slope means that the rise is 0, but an undefined slope means the run is 0, and if the run is 0, if you have a fraction with a 0 underneath, it's undefined. You can try it out in your calculator. So let's see if we can find some. Don't forget to write this down. And then the next one we're actually going to find. So here we go. It says to find the slope. So we have -6 over 5 and 3 over 2, and it wants us to do so what I'm going to do is we're going to have the change of x. We're going to go see how much it goes up and down. Remember, it's rise over run. So this time, and I'm always moving to the right, okay? So this time it's going down. So it's going from the rise is the change in y and x. So let's focus on the y first. So we go from 5 to 2. If I'm moving from 5 to 2, okay, if I'm going from 5 to 2, then that means I'm decreasing by -3. So that means I'm going down 1, 2, 3. Okay? Now I'm moving from -6 to +3. That is, if I'm going from -6 to +3, that means I'm already going 6 by the time I get here, and then plus 3 more is 9. So I'm adding 9. So then this is +9. So if I have a -3 over 9, I have -3 +9. Okay? So this is a negative slope, okay? Because as I'm going to the right, the line is decreasing. This can be reduced. I can divide top and bottom by 3, and I end up getting -1 over 3. And that's my slope. Okay? I'm going to do the same thing here. And again, I'm moving from left to right. I'm going to figure out the change in y, right? So the change in y and the change in x. That delta sign, that triangle, is a sign for change, okay? Rise over run. So let's focus on the rise first, on the y, okay? So -1 to +2. So that means from this point, I go up 1, 2, 3. I go +3. So I'm rising 3. And my run, I'm going from -2 to +4. So I go 2, right? And then 4 more would be 6. 2, 4, 6. So I'm doing +6. So that means, because both is positive, this is a positive slope. So it's 3 over 6. but that can be reduced. I divide top and bottom by 3, and I end up with 1/2. So what this reduction means, I can still get to this point if I just go up 1/2, see how it's on the line, and then up 1/2, and then up 1/2. So the reduced one is the same, it's the same slope. So make sure that you go ahead and reduce it. So try page 248, numbers 5 and 6, 248, numbers 5 and 6, and I will see you in class.